so much for meeting with me. So I'll obviously want to talk to you about the new range of products that you're involved in. But first of all, I wanted to ask you about Tuesday and tell me, as much or as little about her as you like, and how much she's sort of influenced what you're doing now with Prospect Pet.
Well, she's a disaster. Let's just call it like it is. She eats anything in her vicinity. She's a disaster. But she doesn't bark and she's really sweet and she rotates with sleeping with each kid when the kids are home or me. And she woke me up at 5 a.m. this morning. And all I did was she was sleeping on top of the covers and then I lifted them up and then she dove under and I got another 2 hours out of her. So she's a Staffordshire. She's a mix of something.
Yep.
I think she has separation anxiety. I think she's really attached, but she's not violently attached. She's just needy. Like she has to be touching somebody.
She
Like,
sounds like my chihuahuas.
sorry, like Chihuahua, really?
Like my chihuahuas, very much so. Has to be near you, has to be touching, but and very good at sleeping in.
I,
Fantastic
I
at
think I
snuggle.
should have a little dog. I think I'm allergic to dogs, by the way, allergic to cats, allergic to every possible thing. Doesn't matter to me. Um, but so Tuesday is my daughter got her somewhere in North Carolina. I don't know. And we had lost our dog, Pepper. And I didn't want to get a dog for a while. And then the girls really wanted a dog. And then they went to college. So I got left with
Sounds right. Yeah, yeah, that sounds very familiar.
yeah.
And so, I mean, she's obviously been a big influence for you, maybe heading down the pet side of things. I mean, obviously you've got your
Really,
fingers in a lot of pies, and this is an interesting one.
but it was really Pepper that got me. It was around the time, a little bit before the time Pepper passed away, but in my lap, it was the hardest thing I've ever experienced. And I'd been looking into Prospect Pet and kind of understanding their genesis and how their focus was on clean and conscious and the transparency of how they were sourced and even to the packaging, responsibly, focused on managed forests. Like they were
Yeah,
their whole DNA was a way of thinking and approaching product that I respected.
yeah, yeah,
Having spent so much of my life and career not really being associated with things that were responsible or clean or conscious. And so as I've gotten older and then as Pepper got sick and I started thinking about taking care of my pet the way I would want to be taking care of myself,
yeah,
regarding skin and hip and joint and all of that stuff
yeah,
that we just don't
yeah.
necessarily know about.
Yeah, yeah, and that's well. I was speaking to Dr. Katie
Yes.
yesterday, and that's the big thing is that it is that transparency. It's about being able to look at a product and say they are telling you exactly what's involved, and I think we're all moving away a little bit from a lot of the traditional big companies that have dominated the industry. And there's a lot of people like yourself that are sort of saying, "Well, I want something better, so I'm gonna try and be a part of that."
And also it's like I started my own I started a hair care company for women over 40 and we're
Yes, isn't
completely
it?
plant-based. And so it's like it is a new, I mean, I'm 60 now, so it's like, in a way I wished I had become this conscious earlier, but I've learned a lot by working with Prospect Pet and by creating Commence, which is my company, and sort of
Yeah,
this idea of getting to the beginning, the root of a problem, root of anything. So with at Prospect
yeah,
Pet, it's like, well, if you're going to expose your dog to the outside elements, you need to protect them. We would wear gloves. My dog will
yeah.
not wear little booties. But we need to sort of be preventative and proactive in their health,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is what I always
absolutely.
tell women with their scalp. So with.
Yeah, and that's something that Katie and I were talking about yesterday as well. It's like you hit this age of going, I should have taken care of my skin 20 years ago, and yet here I am, But it's so common. We should be preventing, but we're not always that good at getting ahead of the game.
And it's
Um,
starting, now these generations of kids, it's like, oh no, we need Botox to be preventative.
oh
Um,
my gosh,
okay. Okay, we need to, that's a different conversation. The answer
can we
is
not? Can we
no.
not?
Well,
Terrifying.
with
What are they
pets,
going to do in
we
20
don't,
years?
well, we don't think about it, I mean, we had an American bulldog named Darla, and her hips just went out and her
Yeah, yeah,
intestines twisted, and like, I'm not, I mean, yeah, you blame yourself for everything, but like, I would have loved to have been more conscious of the hip and joint and giving her the nutrients that she needed and
yeah,
protecting her
yeah,
paws, and
yeah. But yeah,
so
we're not always educated as vets, let alone as pet owners about preventive health. But I think that is changing, and I think someone like yourself being able to put more of a spotlight on that is a really good thing as well.
and it's the only value to being a famous person. Like, it's a useless thing unless you can use it for good. Like, there's no real, and everybody's an influencer now, and the whole world is crazy. And so it's just, I align myself only with things now that I fully can get behind and believe and trust and be educated by, so I can talk about it.
No, that's such a good power to have. It really is. Now I
And
have to ask
if
you.
you can use it for good, or if it can be proactive with regards to mental health, physical health, there's all these
Yeah,
different things that are, if you can use your whatever, your recognizability, whatever the word is, your
absolutely.
recognition factor.
Yeah. Now I'm admiring it now. Your hair is kind of legendary. It
Mine.
has there been something you've always done, or is there something you've sort of changed over the years? And has that knowledge come into Prospect Pet Products? And can I do it, whatever it is?
At my age, I have a whole different need. The pores on my scalp, on a woman's scalp, shrink after 40. So your
Yeah.
scalp can't absorb hyaluronic acid the way it used to, or the way your skin does. So we formulated a product that has quaternized hyaluronic acid in it, which is small enough for your pore to absorb it,
Hmm.
because it's impeded by a hair follicle. So there's all these different biological changes. I've
Yeah.
always I mean, I've had so much done to my hair. It's been permed and cut and colored, and now I'm gray, so I still color my hair, I like color my roots.
Yeah.
It's always been about cleanliness and moisture, and that
Yeah.
meant different things at different times, and it's like,
Sure.
my Tuesday needs to be given more baths. I didn't know that. And so,
Mhm.
there, that was what, for the integrity of her skin and her coat, you know,
Yeah.
that's something that now we have changed and I've focused on. So my hair,
Yeah.
I've been lucky insofar as it's really resilient,
Hmm.
but I don't, I take care of my scalp, which then in
Yeah.
turn gets to the
Get
hair.
into the root of it, literally.
Literally, yeah.
And have you ever had one just best piece of pet care advice that you've ever been given that you think that's
That they really love boundaries. They love, it's me and Tuesday tonight.
oh, that's
Yeah,
the best kind of date?
yeah, it is. It's definitely. And we're gonna get ready for the holidays, and we always give Tuesday a stocking,
Oh,
and
fabulous.
so yeah, I think this era in my life right now is really about just fully understanding what I'm associating my life and self with,
Yeah.
and being able to get behind it 100%.
Yep.
It's
Yeah. And it
different.
is like I'm sort of heading I'm just over that hill myself, over the 40s. And I'm finding the best thing is like I really, yeah, I don't care so much about the whole like, oh, what are people's impressions? What are they thinking of? It's like just doing what is real to you and what is actually meaningful. And it's such a freeing kind of
And I
thing
think that
to do.
that's also why pets are so important, is because they're very honest and pure and unconditional.
Yeah,
They don't have ego. Do you know what I mean? And
no,
you're like, oh, what freedom that is. And I mean,
yeah,
I am 60, which sounds crazy to me, but
it's and not very believable just looking at you either.
well, thank you, I guess, yes. But you know, it's like I don't want bad people in my life. I don't want to waste time doing things I don't want to do. I only want to do
Yes,
projects I believe in that I can.
yeah,
It's why I started Commence, because
yeah,
I wanted women to feel that this era of their lives was valuable and it mattered.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's the way I look at healthcare for my dogs. Like you don't just throw stuff. You value what you do have that's in your immediate circle, and I don't need much more than that.
yeah,
At all.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And
Thanks.
I
Nothing
oh,
artificial is my whole thing. Nothing artificial. No
100%.
ingredients that are artificial. No people that are artificial. No
Yeah, get
activity.
rid of the fake. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate it. It was really lovely to meet you and to have a chat with you, and enjoy your dinner date with Tuesday.
With my dog, yeah.
Thanks,
I'm
Karen.
gonna binge watch something. I'm gonna watch TV.
Excellent. Well, I'm looking forward to watching You're Killing Me when it comes out. So
Ah, thank you. It's good. It's very funny. It's like Only Murders in the Building,
awesome.
Murder She Wrote. It's
Excellent.
very
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, cool.
Thanks, Karen.
Good.
Bye.